Pete and his regular climbing partner, Dave Armstrong, are attempting a new route on Napes Crag, high above Wasdale.
Most of our time is spent looking for new routes, worthwhile new routes and hard new routes. And this epitomises everything that we are attempting to do. It's a great challenge. Obviously, beforehand, there's a great deal of doubt in your mind as to whether it's possible or not. And you can spend weeks deliberating about it and wondering whether or not you're going to do it. So obviously there's great elation when you do finally succeed, if you succeed.
7 is good, except it takes up half your handhold. Yeah. In fact, it takes up virtually all your handhold.
You have to decide which you want.
Pardon?
You have to decide which you want, handhold or runner.
Runners every time, I think, preference. Well.
All rock climbs have 2 grades. One grade is what we call the technical difficulty of the individual pitch, by which we mean the physical difficulty of doing the moves, and that is graded on a scale which starts usually at 4A, B, C, then 5A, B, C, 6A, B, C. 6C is about the hardest standard that's climbed at the moment. As well as that, there is an overall grade for the climb, and that takes everything into account. It takes into account the seriousness, lack of protection, the exposure, the technical difficulty as well is incorporated in that. It's an overall feeling of a grade. When you get to the top of the climb, it feels that hard.
To watch it, this hole's this loose thing. Loose flake I've got with my right hand.
It is an overall assessment, taking every single factor into account for the climb, the looseness of the rock and the protection and everything else.
Stood on it. Okay, got it.
You cannot grade a climb until you've actually completed it, of course. For the first section that we've climbed, we've graded E5-6B. But pretty tough for that. I mean, in comparison with Footless Crow, you know, it's considerably harder.
Worst peg of the year award.
Footless, which was the very first E5 in the Lake District. And in fact, it was probably, if it was climbed today, it wouldn't get that grade. This is very, very hard in its first pitch, and the upper pitch looks to be considerably harder still. Probably 6B to 6C. The overall grade of the climb, we won't really be able to ascertain until we've completed it. It'll be E5 to E6, I presume.
I've come down here because it's very, very strenuous climbing. From this break upwards, past that peg which I've just clipped, is technically the hardest section, and you're also getting very tired. The peg is poor, and the runner below is also poor. If you don't make the moves to higher up and you've come off, the chances are the 2 runners above me are going to pull. The protection that I've arranged around this level where my hands are is good and will inevitably stop me. Just could go a reasonable distance, of course.
Okay. Plenty of deep breathing.
God.
Okay, got it in.
I have to try and go for it there. I'm running out of steam here.
Yeah. It's not a good place to rest. Okay.
a decent runner.
But decent.
Just this technical slab now.
Use your feet. At least you can stand there and rest.
Well, surprisingly, still rather difficult to rest here.
Yeah. Okay. More awkward than you remember.
Yeah.
Far to go?
No, not too far. A rather nasty looking loose block over here.
Try not to use that one. Oh, it sounds good.
Sounds fairly solid, yeah. Then again.
Oh, it is that. Don't pull too hard.
Yes. Go gently with it. Dee. It's hardly worth putting a runner behind.
No, there's no point pulling
Judy's
it
not
off.
pulling up on it, to be honest. It's got quite mucky again, this.
Yeah.
Dave, I just move across left and belay from here.
Yeah, okay. Right. Good old.
Well, nice little grass ledge here.
Okay, take it when you're ready.
Right. The rope's over here on this ledge, I think.
Yeah. I see what you mean about this block.
It's not long for this world, is it?
Took your weight anyways.
Very gingerly. It's got quite mucky on this slab now.
Yeah.
That's enough. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's all very nice, but have you seen that lot up there?
I don't want to see that.
Try to pretend it isn't there. It's going to be an enormous reach.
It certainly is.
On the previous evening, I had abseiled down the climb to inspect it, to check out protection and to thoroughly clean it, which is necessary for all modern climbing today. And during this process, it became very obvious that there was no natural protection that would stop a long fall.
We've got to...
It's a long way to that peg from here.
Got to get it fairly well rigged before we can even attempt those moves up there.
It's going to be pretty tough.
I searched and searched for a peg placement, and the only placement that I could find was very high on the wall.
There's a couple of pole wires in that crack before you get to the peg.
On such an overhanging wall, with a very strong chance of falling off and hitting the slab below, it was absolutely necessary to have something that we could rely upon.
Right.
Let's be optimistic.
They're good. They're brilliant.
Okay. Go to it, youth.
Now then.
Now then.
Now the fun starts.
Yeah. Now we're relying on your super reach to clip this peg.
Yeah. Thanks. Right. Give it a whirl and see what that holds like.
Maybe find out what the runners are like as well.
Ooh, a long way.
It's a long way, is it? Oh, great. Just what I wanted. Good man. Coming back or what?
See if I can reach that. You have to watch.
No,
No, the arms
too tired.
too tired.
It's steep, eh?
Okay, I have to have a rest.
I have to get a rest before and do a big
It's
pull
gonna be
to
a
get that bloody
hard
peg.
crank up to get that peg. Right, rest's over.
Yep.
I'll see if I can get up and get that peg.
Yes. Well, let's hope so. Dear.
Oh, you bugger.
Half a bloody inch.
Oh, you son.
It's a bugger. No.
No. Off.
Oh my God.
What a sod. Hitting the peg, doing everything with it.
It's my fault. I put it in too high last night. It was the only place when I went down last night that I could see that it was going to be a decent placement. If we put it any lower, it would have been poor. There would have been no point. I thought Dave and his super reach will clip that. Looks like there's a slight miscalculation here.
No. Rest down.
Down.
No. What a bugger.
Well, you got that move off pretty well now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, blast it.
Nah.
No good.
No good.
There's no other good way of getting at it, is there? Basic lack of footholds. So what was all the fuss about?
Yellow.
Go on then. Got it.
Okay, Tim.
Ah, we're in business. Good.
Thanks,
What you
mate.
doing? What you doing?
Celebrating. It's your turn.
Oh, great. Well, at least it should be reasonably safe.
It'll be safe now.
Safe to jump off.
I just tested it, so it's all right. Okay, you're safe.
Am I?
Well, you are for a while, yes.
For a bit, anyway. Good God, that flat hole looks a long way off. All of a sudden.
It is, yeah. I say, I'm not sure whether you'll actually be able to reach it from that right foothold, or you might have to bridge up onto the wall first.
Ah, you just use the low foothold?
I used the low one, yeah.
I shouldn't think I could reach it from there.
No problem. Have to watch your right foot behind the rope there.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that fail?
Terrible. Go on in, you bugger.
Purple?
Purple. I think I'm too tired to try out else.
Blown?
I'll just see, just for interest's sake.
Yeah. Decent hold?
Eh?
Oh, Christ, your foot's still.
Just watch us, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, it's teeth. Bastard. And the bloody chalk back guy. Oh.
White magic.
Come on, you pig.
Go for it.
Success in every packet.
Okay, got it.
Well,
Well,
virtually. Ah,
Pete Whillance and climbers like him are pushing themselves so close to the limits of their ability that on each new route it's touch and go whether they're going to fall off or not. He made it this time, and Incantations at E5-6B is now complete. Nape's Needle, where rock climbing began just over 100 years ago, is only just round the corner. The sport has come a long way since then, each generation of climbers developing greater skills and better equipment to extend the limits of what had previously seemed impossible. This is the challenge and fun of climbing, something that'll never change and which, I've a feeling, will lead to advances that we today cannot possibly conceive.
Also from Striding Edge, Century on the Crags, 100 years of climbing in the Lake District. And as a double video pack, the award-winning BBC series The Edge, the history of Scottish mountaineering. Available from your usual video stockist, or in case of difficulty, from Striding Edge, Craghouse Farm, Wasdale, Cumbria, CA19 1UT.